Hey everybody, Justin Worden, and you are watching What's New in Electronics. We are here at IPC Apex. It's day one in Anaheim, and I'm with Nick Walters of Robotas. Nick, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
So first off, tell us, what is Robotas known for?
So we make production equipment for the electronics industry, specifically focused on THT assembly. So wherever there are people putting components into a board, we've got the ability to optimize that whole process.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got a booth over there. You got some new equipment. Tell us about the new equipment you guys are releasing.
So about 4 years ago, we designed some equipment to be able to clinch the component legs underneath the board. So when operators place THT components into a PCB, our equipment will clinch the legs under the board. So we launched that in the States 3 or 4 years ago, and that's got a lot of traction because a lot of aerospace and defense contractors are doing a lot of legacy products that have a lot of THT. We've also noticed that there's been quite a resurgence of THT as well because of all the electric vehicles and all of the substations and everything happening on the back of that. So yeah, a lot of THT happening. That's our world, that's what we do. And this year we're launching a product at this show which basically every time the operator puts a component into the board, we have a camera-based system that is putting a live feed on the board as the operator tries to place the component and step on. If they have failed to put the component in the board, our camera will see that there's a placement issue, the part is not there, and it won't let the board, the assembly move on. And if the component has polarity, it needs to be placed in a specific way round, our camera will notice if that part has been placed in the wrong way round. So trying to make sure that the board is 100% correct pre-solder, so before it goes into soldering, the board is 100% right.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately what you guys are doing, you're solving an interesting thing that's going on in the industry. There's a demand for new cutting edge technology, like new longevity is going to be the product of the future. But there's just as much demand for, like you said, the legacy. That was a really good word you used, the legacy product. And sometimes it's the same customer. So they kind of want that both those solutions rolled up into one machine.
Exactly, yeah. And of course, legacy boards are important, especially in, say, the aerospace industry. There's the amount of time it takes to put new components or a new process into place. It needs to be tested, and the sign-off approval process and everything to make a tiny engineering change is huge. So and the old boards, the avionic boards and stuff, they're all still working, they're rock solid. So they still have orders to be able to make that technology. So our system, and to do that, the avionic boards has a lot of through-hole components. Obviously, SMT and automation is fantastic, but only if you have high volumes. Obviously, when you can't automate that process, you need to use people. People are great. They're super dexterous. They're versatile. They can change from one product to another. But people make mistakes.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then the other thing that we always see is like at 8 o'clock in the morning when they show up for work, they're more efficient. But then lunch comes and it's almost time to leave, and then the mistakes start happening, right? So that's where your type of products kind of fill that void.
Yeah.
Now you guys have a really strong presence in the United States, but you guys also are globally known. What other strong markets are you seeing right now?
So strong in Europe, strong in Eastern Europe, but I do think that we're definitely seeing a significant growth here in the US at the moment, which has been fantastic. So yeah, we're pretty happy all around the world, really.
Yeah, and that's kind of tribute to that post-COVID mentality, right? Kind of bringing everything in-house.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I think also America out here, they really want to. They reshored a lot of products in the last 5-10 years or so. They've taken a lot of products back from Asia back to the US. So I think that also is why we're seeing quite a lot of growth here as well, which is great.
One of the other things, on the manufacturing side of equipment, what you guys are really known for is that service and technical skill set. So why don't you kind of speak a little bit about how you guys invest more into the service and technical side of things to make sure that your customers are taken care of?
Yeah, so here in the US, we have our own US sales manager. We've got a premises based in Ohio. We have our equipment here. We have demo equipment here. We have spare parts and everything. We've got representatives across all states in the US. So basically, a US-based customer is going to have a local representative they can call upon. If they have any problems or they need any spare parts, they can get that in the US and shipped out UPS the next day. So
I mean, we could talk about this equipment all day long, but the reality is until you see it, it really doesn't shine that well. So if someone wants to go and look up the machine, they want to read about it, really get that technical information about it, where's the best place they can find that information?
So all of our information, including product videos and everything, is on our website, of course, which is www.robotas.com, ROBOTAS.com.
Awesome, man. Hey, thank you so much. You have a wonderful show.
No worries. Thanks. Cheers.